All right, everybody's having a peaceful lunch. If you saw this short just preceding this one, Bunny was screaming and yelling at everybody because he's been like spending most of his days screaming and yelling at everybody lately. But John, you're assuring me that this is all just a phase? Yes. He's going through the angry, cranky old man phase, right? So they're having their salmon lunch. Baba. Psst, psst, psst. I love you, Lena. Please don't worry. All right, so, and we're still detoxing and going through it with that. Generally feeling kind of unwell today, but it's also because it's going to be like 100 degrees here in a day or two, and that weather front is moving in. And if you know anything about autoimmune disease and climate change, oof, it's tough. So, and Gladys is always the last to finish eating because she loves to eat, and I always end up giving her extra food at the end because she's the runt. She was the runt of her litter, but her appetite is unbelievable. So now she's eating a bucket of regular cat food, in addition to a half a pouch of salmon, people quality salmon that she just ate. And the kittens are, as you could see, doing great. Now, John wanted me to show this. This is one of our notebooks. It feels heavy. Everything feels heavy. My arms feel heavy. My hands feel heavy. My legs feel heavy. That's why I'm like really kind of concerned about how I'm feeling physically right now, because I've heard that that's like, I don't know, stroke territory. I don't know. My shoulders. You have to tell me what to do. Do you feel like calling an ambulance? Never. All right, then don't call an ambulance. Can you trust me? Yes. All right, let's talk about what we were going to talk about. What are you going to say? If there's no more people out there, if there's no more videos after this one, you know what happened. She's on her way home to be with Johnny once and for all. Oh, I told you we're going to go easy, so stop making it hard for yourself. All right. Meantime, we got work to do down here before we get you home. Okay. Now, this is one of our diaries, our journals. And, we've done a lot of writing and artwork in this journal. It started, this is, I think, our fourth or fifth journal. This was the haiku for 2021. Okay, so we started this one 4 years ago. Now, the last John did in this journal was write short stories. Very funny stories about all these kinds, about our pens, about being songwriters, about being horny. They're all these jive talking, knobby needs, bread knobs, feeding the birds, Shitcomville. I don't even know what that one's about. I don't even remember what these are about. Why are you glaring at me like that, pet? She queried over the top of her android. You seem deranged. Ha, he barked nervously. Me glare? What about that fucking computer screen, which you seem to prefer to my advances? Now that's what I'd call glare, right? Him fighting with me about being on the computer. Yes, John, these are all John's writings. And his handwriting is completely recognizable. And we have posted these before on Quora, and just a couple of people have commented, wow, that's amazing. But for the most part, pretty much people look at it and they're like, they don't know what they're looking at. They know it's funny shit and it's kind of clever, but it's like, this is John writing through me, with me. So we are new on Reddit. So John said that your only job today, Lena, is you got to post a couple of pictures of this notebook on Reddit. And it hadn't been up on the John Lennon page for long. And I even said to John, I bet they're going to take it down. The moderators will say, what is this? And they'll take it down because they won't know what it is. But no. Maybe they've taken it down in the end. Don't even worry about that. Somebody immediately wrote, a very hip guy wrote, thank you for posting this. Is that some of the stuff that Fred Seaman stole when he stole the diaries before John, when John died? Right. He actually recognized it, and he said, "That's John's penmanship." Right. And he said, "Thank you for posting this. That's amazing." And Lena had to tell him, "No, John wrote this a couple of years, just a year ago, and he wrote it through me. I'm his channel." And the guy just very simply wrote back, "I can dig it. That is cool." Right. And that to me is Lena's work for today. And it's great work. And a lot of people have seen it. And a lot more people have seen it since we last checked. And now they're taking another look at her blog. And another look at her videos with me. And another look at her Instagram. They're all taking another look. And that's all. Right. That was my job today. Right. Look at that kitten. Yeah. She's gonna look like a cat. Dream come true. We dreamt this together. I dreamed you and you dreamed me. Who dreamt first? It was always together, doll. So we're waking up to a dream? Exactly. And waking up from a nightmare? Yes. The perceived separation was as close to a nightmare to know that we will never separate again. How can we be sure? Are you sure? Because I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure. Sheila, right? Sheila, my fair pet, murmured Randy. I fear my checkered past may be instigating some unfortunate rift atween us, right? And if anyone wants to look at any of these writings, grab slob. That's what John calls Grubhub, grab slob. If anyone wants to look at all of these writings, they're all, I believe, posted so far, what we have on our blog under John's channeled writing. Mm-hmm. You have to search for it a little bit on the blog, but you'll find it. You'll find it. Reginald, my lamb, Prudence hesitantly ventured. How about some luscious fried squid? Gluten, pet. We can't have bloody gluten. See, they're all characters, but they're all us, yeah. Ordering from Grubhub and trying to find gluten-free. Hang on, precious one. Prudence trilled while deftly snatching her iPhone and connecting post-haste to their mutually shared GrabSlob account. Yeah, because his... There's a lot of stories so far. We're not even finished with this book yet, but Jesus Christ, Stanley kicked the remaining already scattered pens across the room. Oh, Stanley, come on, we'll just deal with it. I was so hopeful about these pens because we were hoping the rolling writer pens would be good to write with, but they're not. The angst of the great actress. This is an amazing short story based on Blake Lively. And we called her Fake Blithely. Fake Blithely was adrift. She was downright flummoxed by the media's sudden change of thought, which was definitely in the air. But I'm a great actress, cried she. I'm the darling of the 22nd century. However, the unnatural requirer, the unnatural instead of the National Enquirer. However, the unnatural requirer read, Fake Snidely fails to charm. Her latest film is shite. Plus, she's boring and we don't care for her new shoes all that much. Nevertheless, oh no, the nerve, the girl, the gall. She loved those Prada pumps. Now, this is John. Mm-hmm. This is all John. So dig it. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got to dig it out there. Yeah. It's some good shit. I love you. I love you too. Let's go. Praise be God and Mother. On we go. Onward and triumphantly upward, indeed.